Hello, and welcome to Daily English Flow. We're really happy you're here. I'm Amelia.
And I'm James. On this channel, we practice real, everyday English with natural conversations.
If you enjoy learning this way, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. All right, let's get started.
So, Amelia, today you look way too peaceful. It's like you secretly finished all your tasks or you found a magic button for life.
I wish. I'm calm because I already had my I want to quit moment this morning, and now I'm in the okay, I survived stage.
Oh, wow, that was fast. What happened? Did your alarm ring and your brain just said, nope, I'm not coming to work today?
Exactly. I opened my eyes, saw my to do list, and my mind was like, Dear Amelia, I resign. Please find a new brain. Thank you.
A resignation letter from your own brain. Honestly, I've had that too, especially when I tried to be healthy James on Mondays.
Healthy James sounds dangerous. Let me guess. You planned a run, a salad, and 10 new English words, and then you ate chips instead?
You know me too well. I put on my running shoes, took 3 steps, and my legs complained like old men. Then I said, great workout, see you next year.
That's the problem, right? We do one hard thing, feel pain or stress, and we think, I can't do this. It happens with English all the time.
Yeah, one confusing grammar rule, and people want to throw the book away. They feel like English is attacking them personally.
And today we want to say, don't give up on yourself. Not in a loud, dramatic way, but in a calm, kind way, like a friend holding your hand.
I like that because never give up can sound like never rest, never cry, never slow down. And that's not real life. That's a robot movie.
Totally. For me, it's more about coming back. Even if you stop for a day, you can return tomorrow, and that still counts as progress.
There's a word for that, right? Perseverance. It means you keep going in the long term, even when you feel tired in the short term.
Yes, and another word I love is resilience. Like when a tree bends in the wind but doesn't break. Life pushes you, but you stand again.
When you say it like that, it feels warm, not scary. But why do people want to quit so often? Are we all just weak humans?
I don't think so. I think life is heavy. Work, family, money, health, stress, and then you add English practice on top, like extra weight in the bag.
And when that bag is too heavy, every small thing feels huge. Even a short podcast can feel like climbing a mountain with a sofa on your back.
Yes, and then setbacks happen. You study, you try, and still you fail a test. Or you forget words in a conversation, and it hurts.
Or someone laughs at your accent and you feel embarrassed. That moment can kill your confidence, even if you were doing fine before.
I had a big setback last year. I joined an online speaking group, and on the first day, I froze. My mouth was open, but no sound came out.
Oh no, that's painful. Did you leave the call and hide under a blanket like a sad burrito? Be honest, I would do that.
I did. I turned off my camera, sat on my bed, and thought, maybe I'm not a language person. I even wanted to delete all my notes.
That's such a real feeling. But you're here now, speaking English on a channel, so you clearly bounced back. What helped you?
First, I allowed myself to feel bad. I watched silly videos in Ukrainian, I ate chocolate, I laughed at memes, and I stopped judging myself.
That sounds like therapy, but cheaper. Then what? Because after the chocolate, reality still comes back, sadly.
Then I made the task smaller. Instead of 1 hour of speaking, I did 10 minutes of listening, and I repeated the same short clip again.
10 minutes is so doable. It's like telling your brain, relax, we're not fighting a war today, we're just washing one cup in the sink.
Exactly. And slowly, my fear got smaller. After 2 weeks, I joined the group again. My voice was shaky, but I said 2 sentences, and I was proud.
I'm smiling right now because that's real progress. Not perfect, not fast, but brave. And it shows listeners they can do it too. You know, Amelia, I think many people wait for confidence to start, but confidence usually comes after action, not before it, which is really annoying.
Yes, it's unfair. We want to feel ready first, but life says, no, please panic a little, then learn. That's how it works, sadly.
I remember when I started speaking English in real life, not in textbooks. My brain knew the words, but my mouth refused to cooperate.
That moment when your brain speaks perfect English, but your mouth is still in your native language mode, like it didn't get the memo.
Exactly. I once wanted to say, I'm looking forward to it, but instead I said, I'm looking at it, and everyone stared at me in silence.
Oh no, that silence is so loud. You feel it in your bones. Did you want the ground to open and swallow you like in cartoons?
100%. I smiled like everything was fine, but inside I was screaming. And later I thought, why do I even try?
That's the dangerous question because if you stop trying, you also stop giving yourself a chance to improve. And that's really sad.
True, but sometimes quitting feels like rest, and people confuse the two. They think stopping forever will finally bring peace.
Rest is healthy. Quitting on yourself is not. Rest is saying, I'll continue later. Quitting is saying, I'm not worth the effort.
Wow, that hit hard. And it's true for language learning, jobs, relationships, even personal dreams we don't talk about out loud.
Especially those quiet dreams like speaking confidently, traveling, or just ordering coffee abroad without sweating like it's an exam.
Apple coffee test is real. Milk, sugar, size, accent, pressure from people behind you in line. It's a full survival challenge.
And when you fail once, your brain loves to save that memory and play it again and again, like a bad movie you didn't choose.
Our brains are dramatic. One mistake becomes I always fail, and one bad day becomes I'm terrible at everything.
That's why being kind to yourself is not just a nice idea, it's a skill. You need to practice it, like vocabulary or pronunciation.
So, how can listeners practice kindness with themselves? Because saying be kind sounds good but feels abstract sometimes.
Good question. For me, it starts with the words I use in my head. I stopped saying I'm stupid and started saying I'm learning.
That small change is powerful. I'm learning leaves space for mistakes. I'm stupid closes the door and throws the key away.
Exactly. Another thing is celebrating small wins, not big results, but tiny steps like understanding one joke in English.
Or listening to a podcast and realizing, hey, I didn't translate every word today. That feeling is amazing, like a secret victory.
Yes, and you should smile and say, good job, me. It might feel silly, but your brain listens, even if you laugh at yourself.
I talk to myself all the time anyway, so I might as well be nice. People already think I'm strange, so why not go all in?
Haha, same here. Another helpful thing is remembering your why. Why did you start learning English in the first place?
Travel, work, movies, confidence, connection with people, or maybe just proving something to yourself quietly.
Especially those quiet dreams, like speaking confidently, traveling, or just ordering coffee abroad without sweating like it's an exam.
The coffee test is real. Milk, sugar, size, accent, pressure from people behind you in line, it's a full survival challenge.
And when you fail once, your brain loves to save that memory and play it again and again like a bad movie you didn't choose.
Our brains are traumatic. One mistake becomes I always fail, and one bad day becomes I'm terrible at everything.
That's why being kind to yourself is not just a nice idea, it's a skill. You need to practice it like vocabulary or pronunciation.
So, how can listeners practice kindness with themselves? Because saying be kind sounds good, but feels abstract sometimes.
Good question. For me, it starts with the words I use in my head. I stopped saying I'm stupid and started saying I'm learning.
That small change is powerful. I'm learning, leave space for mistakes. I'm stupid, closes the door, and throws the key away.
Exactly. Another thing is celebrating small wins, not big results, but tiny steps like understanding one joke in English.
Or listening to a podcast and realizing, hey, I didn't translate every word today. That feeling is amazing, like a secret victory.
Yes, and you should smile and say, good job, me. It might feel silly, but your brain listens, even if you laugh at yourself.
I talk to myself all the time anyway, so I might as well be nice. People already think I'm strange, so why not go all in?
Same here. Another helpful thing is remembering your why. Why did you start learning English in the first place?
Travel, work, movies, confidence, connection with people, or maybe just proving something to yourself quietly.
When motivation is low, discipline can help a bit, but purpose helps more. Purpose reminds you why the struggle is worth it.
And if your why changes, that's okay too. Life changes, and goals change, and you're allowed to update your reasons.
Yes, you're not a robot following one program forever. You're a human, growing, learning, sometimes getting lost, then finding the way again.
I like that image. Getting lost doesn't mean you're bad at the journey, it means you're actually on one.
You know, James, sometimes people think progress should look like a straight line. But in reality, it looks more like a messy drawing made by a tired child.
That is painfully accurate. One day you feel fluent, confident, almost unstoppable, and the next day you forget the word because and panic.
And that panic can make you question everything. Like, did I really improve? Or was I just lucky that one good day?
I've asked myself that many times. Our brains love to ignore good days and focus only on mistakes like they are writing a negative review of our life.
Yes, a very angry review. 5 stars for stress, 1 star for confidence, and 0 stars for enjoying the process, unfortunately.
That's why I think mindset is as important as practice. You can study every day, but if you hate yourself during it, learning becomes very heavy.
Totally agree. When learning feels like punishment, your brain wants to escape. But when it feels safe, your brain stays curious and open.
Safety is a good word here. People don't talk enough about feeling safe while learning, especially with languages and speaking out loud.
Yes, because language is personal. It's your voice, your thoughts, your personality. When someone corrects you, it can feel like they correct you as a person.
That's true, and that's why mistakes can hurt emotionally, not just mentally, especially if you already doubt yourself a lot.
I think listeners should hear this clearly. Making mistakes does not mean you are bad at English. It means you are brave enough to use it.
That sentence deserves applause. Seriously. Silence never teaches you anything, but speaking, even badly, always teaches you something useful.
And there's another trap people fall into. They compare themselves to others, especially online, and feel like they are always behind.
Oh, yes, comparison is dangerous. You see someone speaking fluently and forget that you don't see their years of practice and fear behind the screen.
Exactly. Everyone has a different story, different time, different struggles. Comparing paths is like comparing two different lives. It never works.
I once compared myself to a guy who lived abroad for 10 years, and I felt terrible until I remembered I never even left my country.
Context matters a lot. Instead of comparing to others, it's healthier to compare yourself to your past self, even from 1 month ago.
And even small changes count. Maybe you speak a little faster, or you understand jokes, or you're less scared to start a conversation.
Fear getting smaller is a big win. People often don't notice it, but feeling less scared is real progress, even if grammar is still messy.
Messy grammar with confidence is often better than perfect grammar that stays silent forever in your head.
I love that. Confidence gives language life, and confidence grows when you keep showing up, even on days you feel tired or insecure.
Showing up doesn't mean doing everything. Sometimes showing up means listening quietly or repeating one sentence, and that's enough.
Yes, consistency is not intensity. It's about returning again and again, like knocking on a door gently instead of breaking it.
That image is so calm. Learning English should feel like a conversation with a friend, not a fight with an enemy.
And friends don't yell at you for mistakes. They support you, laugh with you, and help you grow at your own speed.
So, if you're listening right now and feeling stuck, tired, or frustrated, please remember this moment will pass, even if it feels long.
You are not failing, you are learning. You are not weak, you are human. And you don't need to be perfect to move forward.
Just don't give up on yourself. Take a breath, smile a little, and continue when you're ready. We're right here with you.
You know, James, I keep thinking about listeners who press pause right now and say, okay, I'll try again tomorrow. And honestly, that's already a win.
It really is. Tomorrow doesn't need to be perfect or productive in a big way. Tomorrow just needs one small step, even a tiny one.
Like listening to 5 minutes of English while making tea or repeating one sentence out loud and laughing at your own accent.
Laughing helps a lot. When you laugh, fear loses power. Suddenly, English is not a scary test. It's just a funny, imperfect experience.
I still laugh at myself sometimes. I say something wrong, pause, then say, well, that was interesting, and continue like nothing happened.
That's such a healthy reaction. Because honestly, most people don't judge you as much as you think. They're too busy worrying about themselves.
Exactly. Everyone is fighting their own battles, forgetting their own words, and feeling unsure in their own way.
And even if someone judges you, that doesn't define your value or your ability. One opinion is not your whole story.
I wish someone told me that earlier. It would save me so many sleepless nights and overthinking sessions with traumatic music in my head.
Oh, same here. My brain loves drama. One small mistake, and suddenly it's a full emotional movie with sad scenes and no happy ending.
But the good news is you can change the ending. Not by being perfect, but by being patient with yourself.
Patience is underrated. We want fast results, fast confidence, fast fluency, but real learning is slow and quiet most of the time.
And that slow process is not failure. It's growth happening under the surface, even when you don't notice it day by day.
Like a plant growing. You don't see it move, but one day you look back and realize, wow, it's taller now.
That's exactly how English works. One day, you suddenly understand a movie scene or you answer without translating, and it feels magical.
Those moments come to people who stay, not to people who quit, even if staying looks messy and imperfect.
So if you feel tired, it's okay to slow down. If you feel lost, it's okay to stop and breathe. Just don't close the door completely.
Leave the door a little open, even on bad days, even on days when motivation disappears and confidence hides somewhere.
Because you deserve the chance to improve. You deserve to speak, to be understood, and to feel proud of yourself.
And remember, learning English is not a race. There is no finish line where someone gives you a medal and says you are done.
It's a journey you carry with you, and the more gentle you are with yourself, the longer and happier that journey becomes.
We really hope this conversation helped you feel a little lighter today, maybe less alone with your struggles.
If you're listening and thinking this sounds like me, then yes, we are talking to you directly, and we believe in you.
Thank you for spending this time with us, for choosing to learn, and for not giving up on yourself, even when it's hard.
We are truly grateful you're part of Daily English Flow, and we hope to see you again in our next conversations.
Take care of yourself, keep practicing at your own pace, and remember, progress is still progress, even when it's slow.
Bye for now, everyone. Stay kind to yourself and keep flowing with English.
See you next time. Bye.